Hello guys, this is Reese from Bomarito St. Peter's Volkswagen in St. Louis. Today I'm bringing you a 2020 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport SEL V6. This particular one is 4Motion, which means all-wheel drive, has 20-inch alloy wheels, reminiscent of the actual 3-row Atlas. It has the long bold line down the side under the door handles into the wheel arches. Also has LED running lights, LED headlights, LED all-weather lights. The aggressive chin on the bottom down here. New Volkswagen logo. Air intakes on the front. That high line through the wheel arch and under the door handles, and a Cross Sport nameplate right there. Again, a 20-inch alloy wheels. On the back, chrome exhaust tips right there. Those are fake. Oversized reflector on the back there, and then also 5,000-pound tow hitch right there. That's all built in. New chrome accent on the back that says Atlas in the new font with the new logo. LED tail lights, rear wiper, and that swooped back in there. Chrome accents around the windows, and this is Pacific Blue. This is one of two shades of blue that the Cross Sport will come in. Pacific Blue is actually pretty awesome looking color on this car. Let's take a look inside. On the inside, power door locks, power windows with one touch up, one touch down, and a window lock right here. Power mirrors, also heated mirrors that are integrated into the defrost setup. You'd also get this premium stitching in the door inset here on the SEL and the SEL Premiums. Automatic headlights, all-weather lights instead of fog, in place of fog lights now. So this is your all-weather light setup. You just pull out on that to activate those, and then push in to go back to the automatic setting. Coin box for storage right there. Sunglasses fit great in there. Telescoping steering wheel that's adjustable with that lever there. Pull out, push in, raise it, lower it, lock it in wherever you like it. Flat bottom, leather wrapped steering wheel with the new Volkswagen logo, and also the new center spokes here. Instead of being piano black, it's now this silver color. It's like a dull chrome kind of color. The mapping of the buttons is all still the same. Heated steering wheel is now over here instead of down here, but everything else is pretty much the same. Cruise control setup right there, the on and off. The adaptive cruise control following distance is right there. Your resume and set is here. And then your safety features are all listed right here. Lane assist, blind spot monitor, rear traffic alert, and front assist, which is your autonomous emergency braking. Then you also have volume control right here for the radio, also Bluetooth, and also navigation. Speaking of navigation, you do have Volkswagen's digital cockpit right here with 3 different views. Using this view button right here, I can change that between widescreen, crop screen, and dial screen. Shows the gear right there, and also the speed right there, as well as the speedometer on the outside. I personally like the widescreen setup there, and then it shows speed down here in the corner. Fuel gauge is right there. Temperature gauge is right over there. Nice setup there. The vents are the same as they are in the Atlas. Vent here, but the thing about the Atlas that some people don't like is you can't control these vents here. You can't close them. Same in a Cross Sport. But you don't have wood grain interior here. You have this carbon fiber type finish here that's a gray in color. It goes around into the door on both sides. So you have that. The same flat dash that you have on the Atlas and this storage little spot up here. And then the same rear view mirrors in the regular Atlas. You do have LED lights for your vanity mirrors here on both sides. You have a vanity mirror and an LED light there. Up above, black headliner in the Cross Sport. You do also have CarNet free for 5 years. That's your information, roadside assistance, and emergency services. Panoramic sunroof is standard in the SEL. Also with that power sunshade. Anytime you get a panoramic sunroof, you get this power sunshade that goes all the way back. And the panoramic sunroof does open. There's that pop-up windscreen right there. And this panel opens up and stacks on top of the back section there. Super nice. Again, this is a V6, so this is going to have a little power to it. 276 horsepower. I'm sorry, yeah. And then, let's see here. Dual climate zone right here. Menu setup. You can actually adjust the climate control on the touchscreen. Turn off the sync right there, and you can adjust it. It's dual zone climate zone here, so you can have different setting for the passenger and the driver, if you can see that right there. So different temperatures, they're not linked together. Then when you sync them, then they match. Air care, it's not going to work right now, but this is a ventilation system where it actually scrubs the air. Since I have the sunroof open, I'll go ahead and close that. The sunroof here, it's not going to work because the door is open, the door or window is open, and once that shuts, air care will activate. Blue line will actually expand and cover the entire cabin. That's your air filtration. It's actually scrubbing the air of pollutants and allergens, so they're not before they're circulated in the car. All your climate control setups are right here. Your heated seats are right here as well. 2 USB ports down here where you can actually use App Connect for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, or MirrorLink. Also a auxiliary port over there and a 12-volt charger port right there, along with wireless charging on this pad right here. So there's a look at the air care setup. Once it's done filtering the air there, it fills the cabin there. We're going to go back to radio here. App Connect in Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, or MirrorLink using one of those 2 USBs right there. Then you have the auto start, stop, shut off right here. Push button start and stop is right there. And then your all-wheel drive selector knob is right there. Good news about the Cross Sport, it comes in a turbo or a V6, even with all-wheel drive. So here's an electronic parking brake right here. You just pull up on it to turn it on. You push down on it to take it off with your foot on the brake. That is your Park Pilot system there. That brings up, that turns off the system if it's beeping at you in an annoying situation like a low curb, something on the ground like a water hose, which I've had it trigger on mine. It's super sensitive, and in car washes. It also brings up a rear view camera if you're stationary. Otherwise, it will not do that. You can turn that on or off. But let's go back to that rear view camera for a second. You do have trajectory steering. Turn the wheel to the left or the right, and the yellow lines follow to show you where you're headed. Then you have the green line that signifies where you were headed if you were to go straight back, and then the red line, of course, indicates where your bumper is. And then you can change. There's a little sensor here. You can change the display as to what type of camera you want. Trailer hitch right there, so you have that, and it turns with the steering wheel. That's super nice. Then you also have that one, and then the perpendicular park, it shows objects and things of that nature. So you got all kinds of different options there. Pretty cool that it does that. And turn that off again. It's an AM FM satellite radio with a CD player in the glove box with an SD card reader here. That's running navigation, and then that's for video or music. And then also you have this guy right here, extra storage for manuals and things of that nature. Your seatbelt protectors there for if you're using a car seat. There's a look at that stitching in the door, gives it a premium feel. And then also the stitching now is much brighter, a brighter white now on the 2020 and the 2021 Atlas, so it's a little more pronounced. There's a look at that giant panoramic roof again. Let's take a look at the back seat. This one's extras include monster mats and roadside assistance kit, which bring the total price to $44,585. Here's a look at those back seats. Now what's nice about this, just like the Atlas and just like the Passat and Tiguan, ridiculous amounts of leg room in the back seats. This has more than anything in the class, more than Blazer, more than Grand Cherokee. I have over 6 inches of space here. As I was just sitting in that seat up front, I have well over 6 inches of knee space back here. This seat does not slide forward and back. However, it does recline. And by recline, I mean it reclines a lot. So it reclines to about a, not a 45-degree angle, but relatively close. So it gives you a lot of reclining space there. Then you have this little cubby here. On the regular Atlas, this would be a climate control setup here. But what you have here are just louvers for the vents that you can control here. A little storage cubby there. 2 USBs down here for charging. and a 115 volt 3-prong plug-in where you can charge a laptop while you're traveling. Super nice that it does that. Also back here on the seats, latch hookup for a car seat here and also over here. Unlike the 3-row Atlas, there are not latch hookups in the middle seat, but you do have an armrest with a cup holder that folds down just like you do in a regular Atlas. Now these seats do set a little lower, so they do not match up with the back deck with the seats folded down. There's a little bit of a drop off, and that's to accommodate for the sloped roof in the cross sport. Here's a look at that sunroof again from the back. A look up front, instrument cluster right there, or center display, or the virtual cockpit, or digital cockpit I guess I should call it, and then your center display right there. In this armrest, I skipped that one, there is also a USB port in there as well, so you have that. So you have 3 USBs up front, 2 USBs in the back. Let's take a look at the way back here. Now if you're interested in an SEL Premium, oh, here's a look at that seat with that handle. I'm going to actually go ahead and fold this seat down so you can see that. That seat folds down, and there's a little bit of a drop off. Oh, here's a front license plate bracket. There's a little bit of a drop off, about a 2-inch drop off from there to here, but you do have a ridiculous amount of space here. And then this seat will go back up. It does have a top tether hookup. Now if you go to the SEL Premium, oh, didn't shut the door there. When you go to the SEL Premium, you do add sunscreens on the rear windows, just like you do in all of the Atlases from the SE up. Here's a look through from the back. Look at the sunroof. Look at the seating area up front. It's a true 5-seater, 5 adults. Lots of space back here. Lots and lots and lots of space. Bigger than Blazer, bigger than Grand Cherokee. A little bit of a knockout right there, so you have space there. There's a 12-volt charger right there. Trunk light here and here. Room for an optional cargo cover in the back. Roadside assistance kit here and the monster mats. Underneath the floor here, there's a look at your compact spare and your jack apparatus over there. You have all of this on this car. Hidden bag hook over here and also over here. Power liftgate. And look at those LED tail lights. It has a much wider stance appearance-wise than a lot of cars in the class. Definitely dig the Pacific Blue. Tourmaline Blue is probably my favorite color, but Pacific Blue is a close second. This car does come with a 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty from Volkswagen with 2 years additional free maintenance on the car. So your 10 and 20,000-mile oil change are covered by the dealership. I'm sorry, by Volkswagen anywhere in the country. And also our dealership, if you buy from me in Bomarito, St. Peters, is going to give you a 3rd year of free maintenance. In addition to that, at no additional charge. Now that has to be done at our dealership. If you do buy from me, please ask for me. If you've watched these videos and you enjoy these videos, ask for me when you call the dealership, when you show up at the dealership, or you can reach me by my cell phone. I always give it out. Also, if you buy from me, I'm going to give you a 10-year, 200,000-mile engine and powertrain warranty. It is nationwide. Fly in, drive out. Of course, with the pandemic concerns, you may not want to fly in, but I understand that. But we'll get through this. We'll stay strong together. But we do offer that 10-year, 200,000-mile nationwide warranty to any customer that buys a new Volkswagen from us at Bomarito. If you're interested in this car, please give me a call. 636-290-4257. 636-290-4257. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Reese Sells Cars. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great evening, and God bless you all. Stay safe, stay healthy. And remember social distancing.